Hey there, coin enthusiasts and history buffs. Welcome back to Worth Coins channel. Today, we've got a real treasure to discuss, the 1967 half-penny coin. It's a piece of numismatic history that's not only fascinating, but also holds value. So if you're curious about the story behind this coin and its current worth, you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Let's dive in. Here it is, the star of our show. The 1967 half-penny coin, a small but significant piece of currency that carries both history and value. Before we explore its value, let's journey back in time and understand its historical context. 1967 was an interesting year, filled with cultural shifts and important historical events. The world was changing, and so were currencies. The 1967 half-penny coin was minted during a time of transition for many countries, and it reflects the evolving economic landscape of that era. In 1967, the world was experiencing the peak of the Cold War. The summer of love was in full swing, and technological advancements were shaping society. Against this backdrop, the 1967 half-penny coin was minted in various regions, each with their unique characteristics and designs. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of this coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the profile of Queen Elizabeth II. This design showcases the monarch's regal presence and captures the essence of the era. On the reverse side, you'll typically see an image that represents the issuing country's culture, history, or landmarks. It's fascinating to see how different regions put their own spin on the design. From flora and fauna to historical figures, each country infused its unique identity into these coins. Now, let's get to the big question. What's the value of a 1967 half-penny coin? Well, as with any coin, the value depends on a few key factors. Firstly, the condition of the coin matters. Coins are graded on a scale that ranges from poor to mint condition. A coin in better condition will naturally fetch a higher value among collectors. Secondly, rarity and demand play a significant role. If a particular variation of the 1967 half-penny coin was minted in limited quantities or is highly sought after by collectors, its value can skyrocket. Market trends also come into play. The value of coins can fluctuate based on the overall demand for collectibles and the sentiment in the numismatic community. So, there you have it, the story and value of the 1967 half-penny coin. From its historical significance to its varying designs and monetary worth, this coin carries a piece of the past and a promise for the future. Remember, if you're lucky enough to have one of these coins in your possession, it's not just a piece of metal. It's a tangible connection to a bygone era. What is the value of a 1967 penny with no mint mark? The value of a 1967 penny with no mint mark depends on its condition. In circulated condition, it is worth about 1 cent to 2 cents. In uncirculated condition, it can be worth anywhere from $55 to $5,850. The most valuable 1967 pennies with no mint mark are those with errors. For example, a 1967 penny with a doubled die error can be worth upwards of $5,000. Here is a table of the value of different conditions of 1967 pennies with no mint mark. Condition value at circulated 1 cent, 2 cents uncirculated $55, $5,850 Sarah $5,000. If you have a 1967 penny with no mint mark that you think may be valuable, it is important to have it appraised by a coin dealer. They will be able to tell you the exact value of your coin. What makes the 1967 Lincoln penny so valuable? There are a few reasons why 1967 Lincoln pennies can be valuable. Low mintage. The United States Mint produced fewer 1967 pennies than most other years. This is because the mint was transitioning to using copper-plated zinc for pennies, and there was a shortage of copper. There are a number of error varieties of 1967 pennies that can be valuable. These errors can include doubled dies, off-center strikes, and struck-through grease errors. Demand. There is a growing demand for collectible coins, including 1967 pennies. This demand is driven by a number of factors, including the low mintage, the presence of errors, and the historical significance of the Lincoln penny. Thank you for joining us on this coin adventure. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more captivating content. And as always, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep cherishing these tangible pieces of history. Until next time,